Hey guys, SarmsInfo here. So I have a question for you. What is the number one mistake that people do after a cycle? As always, I'm giving you 3 seconds to think about it. Right. The number one mistake that people make after a cycle is they go right into a calorie deficit. Why? Well, they either gained a bunch of muscle during the cycle and they want to lose the fat right away so they can reveal the muscles, or they were already cutting during the cycle, they were losing fat, and when the cycle comes to an end, they just don't want to stop losing fat, so they want to continue being at a deficit after the cycle. The reason why this is such a big problem is that your body after a cycle is seriously compromised, unless you're obviously on TRT or you're cruising. But let's just assume that you're coming off everything and you're going to have to do a PCT to recover your baseline levels. After a cycle, your hormones will be in the gutter. They will be not at zero, but they will be very low. And your body needs nutrients, specifically fat, as the building block for the hormones that it's going to produce. So if you're at a calorie deficit after a cycle, you're making it much harder for your body to find the ingredients that it needs in order to produce more hormones and go back to baseline hormone levels. On the other hand, if you are cutting after a cycle, the reason why you can cut on a cycle and not lose any muscle is that the PEDs you're using during the cycle are anti-catabolic, so they prevent muscle loss. But if you're cutting after a cycle, when your system doesn't have any anti-catabolic PEDs in it, what's going to happen is that you are going to lose some fat for sure, but you're also going to lose muscle. And if you gained a bunch of muscle during the cycle that you just did, and you go right into a deficit, you will actually lose most of the gains you just made, which, as we all know, is a tragedy. So in my opinion, what you should be doing after a cycle is you should either be eating at maintenance or a slight surplus of 100 to 200 calories. At least during the PCT, and then if you get blood work done and everything is fine, then you can consider going back into a deficit. Although you would still probably lose some muscle if you're not using any PEDs. So personally, I would not be on a calorie deficit off cycle, I would simply cut on cycle. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, thank you for watching, I hope you learned something. And if you want to learn more information about SARMs, peptides, getting blood work done, whatever it might be, check out the links in my description. Thank you, please like and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and take care. I will see you soon.